all kind of attachment. And we here can also practice that, but of course I don't want to go deep into it because we are not talking about Buddhism. We are talking about peace. And peace is something that is within our breath already. So I want to repeat this again. If you hear about it already, it's okay to hear it again. Because you have no choice right now. So when we breathe in, add awareness to that breath going in. Just this area, okay? This area right here, this nostril. When we breathe in, don't force our breath. Just let it go in and out the way it is naturally. Breathe in, knowing the breath going in. Okay, don't follow it all the way inside. Just right here, this area. And then breathe out. Don't follow it all the way outside because our breath is still longer, right? But just pay attention to this area only. And then breathe in, knowing that breath going in. Breathe out, knowing that breath going out. In, out. In, out. Relax your whole body. This is the key. You have to relax it. And then continue focus on this breath going in and out. Your monkey mind will pop up, will jump. That monkey mind means all kind of thoughts. Thought about the past, thought about the future. Thinking, that mind is wandering around and around. Our job is not to follow any of those thoughts. Our job is to acknowledge any thought popping up. Observe that thought when it's pop up. Acknowledge it as thought, silently like that. Come back here with the breathing. And then breathe in, another thought pop up. Observe that thought, acknowledge it, come back here. Another thought pop up, observe it, acknowledge it, come back here. Keep bringing our concentration back to this present moment within each and every breath going in and out, right here and now. And we train ourselves to live with this present moment. We don't live with the past and the future anymore. Enough. Alright? In, out, thought pop up, observe, acknowledge, come back. Sound, any type of sound. Observe that sound. Don't ask who did, where, why. Don't ask anything. Just acknowledge it as sound, come back here. And don't let that sound bother you. And of course, when you hear very strong sound, it always pulls you off track to follow that sound because that is stronger than this. Because when you practice, this isn't strong yet. It's still weak. Your concentration is still weak. That's why anything is stronger, it will pull your mind off from this. It will pull your mind to that sound or that thought. When that thought is so desirable, that thought is so awesome, it pulls you off right away from this. And you follow that thought. And by the time you realize that, oh, I have been following this thought for a long time, that is over an hour already. But it's okay. As long as you still realize that you've been following that thought, come back here. Whenever you realize that you've been off on this, but following any thought, it's okay as long as you still know you come back here. Keep practicing like that. And any type of sensation within this body, on our face, when you breathe in and breathe out, you probably feel like there's an insect crawling on my face, on our face. Itchy. That is normal. There is no insects or any bug or anything crawling on our face. So don't try to scratch it. Okay? That is the sensation from when you concentrate on this, all these sensations will arise. Just observe that sensation, acknowledge it, come back here. Numb, pain, something. Observe it, acknowledge it, come back here. Our job is to bring our concentration back to this present moment right here and now, which is this breath. That's all we need to do. Nothing else. At the beginning, that's all I asked you to do. To train ourselves to have a new habit. A new habit of bringing our concentration back to this present moment. Okay, we living in the world that is spinning really fast. Right? We don't need to spin with it. We need to isolate ourselves from that world. Slow down. And stop for a moment. Do something better for ourselves. This is much better than everything else in this world. Because without this, we die. We can't do anything else. Is that right? So this is much more than anything else in this world. Remember that. Okay? So if you know that this is much way more important than everything else, you should focus here more than anything else. Even if you're really busy, you still can do this. Every 1 hour, you just take out 1 minute. When you're at work, just take out 1 minute, concentrating here, and then go back to work after that. Every 1 hour, repeat 1 minute, concentrating on your breathing. 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 minute. At least 8 hours of working, you have 8 minutes of concentration. Right? We train ourselves like that. And of course, we need to train ourselves to do one thing at a time instead of multitask. We don't need to multitask ourselves anymore. The more you multitask yourself, the more you'll be very easy to being distracted. There's a lot of distractions around us. And if you cannot stay focused within this, or within this, chopping your salad, you will chop off your finger. Right? There's a lady back then. She came to see me during our break time along the road, and she wrapped her finger around me, and she come to me and talk, and some tears saying, "I was gonna go see you at night time, but now I have to change because I have to go to the hospital." I said, "What happened?" And she showed me her finger to say that I cook and I accidentally cut my finger. And I look at her and I smile. I say, "Were you multitasking yourself?" And she laughed. She said, "Yeah, I didn't pay attention to what I do when I cook." And I said, "Then you should. You should pay attention to what you're doing. Just one thing at a time. Because you're not mindful, that's why you cut yourself." And she started to cry. How many times you cut yourself already because you are not mindful? Raise your hand. A lot. Surprisingly, a lot. So that is not mindful. Because of unmindful, you cut yourself. Right? Imagine if that knife cut it, blood come out. Just this finger. What about here? What's gonna happen? You know, this knife is really sharp, right? But there's one more knife that's super sharp that can kill the whole world. Can kill yourself and the whole world, which is this knife. This knife is very sharp. It can kill everybody. Just with one bad thought, one unwholesome thought, can bring a lot of tears to the world. So if you're not clever enough to control that knife, to hold that knife, it's going to be terrible. So we need to learn how to handle that knife, okay? we need to learn how to handle that knife by practicing this. Without this, we hold in a knife like this. Without mindfulness, our hands always shaking when we hold the knife. Our minds always shaking. Don't do that, because it's very dangerous. So, back to peace. If we want to have peace, remember, this is the key. You have to unlock it yourself. Now I handed you the key. You're the one who have to unlock it. No one else. I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. But you have to do it for yourself. Show yourself how much you love yourself. If you love yourself enough, you would start it from today. Don't waste any more time, because time will not wait for you. Will not wait for any of us. See, now almost gone 2026, over a month gone already. Very quick, very fast. Just like us loving fast food. Okay? So don't wait. Keep on fighting. Keep on doing something better for ourselves before we die. We should do that. And start. Create peace for yourself and your family first. Your family is the one who needs love more than anyone else. You can be very nice to the people outside, but when you come home, your face always stressful. Because you gave yourself a right. My family should know me better. That's how am I. They should understand and they shouldn't say anything when I'm like that. That's not fair. That is not fair for our family member. Right? So you should love your family member more than anyone else. Of course, you love yourself. You love your family members. And be nice to them. Give them some love. And of course, you need to show them how to practice mindfulness. Imagine if one day the whole family, every morning, wake up the same time and then practice mindfulness together. That will be amazing. Because your kids also can change. Not just yourself, but your kids also can change. When they're still young, it's very easy and flexible to train them. But when they get older, it's very difficult. Just like us, we are getting older and older. We know that it's very difficult to train ourselves, right? We know that better. Because a lot of things in here already, it's difficult. Now that we want to sit cross-legs to practice, it's even worse. Because our bone is not flexible enough to do that. Right? Just stretch in and out for the last 30 minutes. And so our kids, our younger generation, we should train them from now. Give them that chance, but it's always have to start it from you. Remember, school cannot teach them all this. Right? School train them how to have a job in this society. But all these things we have to teach from our family. So you are the teachers. And of course you have to train yourself first before we can teach our kids. By liberate your lover as much as possible. Yourself. Okay? Stay away from your lovers as much as possible. Who's in here that can live without your lover? Raise your hand. Okay, it's only less than 10 people. Can you live without your lover for 1 hour? Yes? Who can do that? Raise your hand. Okay, I consider all of us here can do that 1 hour, right? I want to